When a narcissistic person keeps haunting your mind, that means. Why do narcissistic people linger in our minds long after they're gone? Have you ever found yourself replaying memories, wondering why you still feel their presence, or why their words and actions echo in your thoughts, even when you've tried to move on? It might seem as if they have a magnetic pull, a dark allure that refuses to let go. Today, we're going to dive deep into this phenomenon, exploring the hidden reasons behind why a narcissistic person continues to haunt your mind, and what that really means for your healing journey. In this video, we will explore the secret motives behind the persistent mental presence of narcissists, and how their behavior affects you long after the relationship ends. We'll discuss the nature of narcissism, examine the psychological underpinnings that compel these individuals to leave such a lasting impression, and shed light on why their influence can persist like a stubborn shadow in your life. Our aim is to help you understand that the reason their memories still clings to your thoughts is not a reflection of your weakness, but rather a testament to the powerful psychological dynamics at play. This discussion is designed to offer clarity and empower you to break free from their hold. Many people struggle to understand the complex, often damaging dynamics of relationships with narcissists. At first glance, a narcissist might appear charming, confident, and even inspiring. They have a way of drawing you in, making you feel special and valued. However, underneath that polished exterior lies a person driven by an insatiable need for control, validation, and dominance. When you're involved with a narcissist, their impact on your emotional and mental state can be profound, leaving you questioning your worth and doubting your perceptions. As you begin to distance yourself from them, the memories, both good and bad, can become like an uninvited guest that refuses to leave. Their lingering presence in your mind is a manifestation of the deep emotional and psychological wounds they inflict, making it challenging to fully move on and reclaim your inner peace. Let's delve into the specific traits and behaviors that make narcissists so unforgettable. Narcissists are masters of manipulation. They know how to capture your attention and keep you under their spell. They expertly play on your vulnerabilities, using flattery, charm, and even a feigned sense of empathy to create a powerful bond. However, this bond is built on a foundation of deceit. Once you are deeply entangled in their web, they use every tactic available to keep you dependent on their approval and validation. Their actions are designed to be memorable, not because they are inherently good, but because they trigger strong emotions, whether it's admiration, anger, sadness, or confusion. These intense emotions become a part of your personal history, making it nearly impossible to let go of their memory completely. One of the most insidious aspects of narcissistic abuse is the cycle of idealization and devaluation. At the beginning of the relationship, the narcissist may shower you with attention, praise, and affection, making you feel like you're the most important person in the world. This phase, often referred to as love bombing, creates an emotional high that you cling to, even when the subsequent devaluation phase begins. When the narcissist starts to criticize, manipulate, and emotionally abuse you, the contrast between the two phases is so stark that it leaves deep, confusing scars. These scars are like open wounds that never fully heal, causing you to replay both the highs and the lows in an endless loop. This roller coaster of emotions is why you continue to think about them long after they're gone. Their actions have left a permanent imprint on your psyche. The key moment to understand in this process is the realization that the narcissist's presence in your mind is not a reflection of your failure to move on. It's a testament to their relentless manipulation. They have a unique way of embedding themselves into your thoughts, making you question your reality and your self-worth. They will often leave behind a trail of self-doubt and confusion, ensuring that you remain emotionally tethered to them, even when you are no longer physically present in your life. This lingering fixation is a cruel form of control, one that keeps you stuck in a cycle of longing and regret, preventing you from fully embracing your own potential and happiness. Consider for a moment the moments of clarity when you realize that the narcissist's behavior was not your fault, that their need to dominate and control was rooted in their own deep-seated insecurities. These realizations are crucial because they are the first steps toward breaking free from their mental grip. When you understand that their lingering presence is a byproduct of their manipulative tactics, and not a sign that you are somehow complicit in the abuse, you begin to reclaim your power. You start to see that the narcissist's ability to haunt your mind is not a measure of your worth, but rather a reflection of their own need to feel important. In truth, the more you heal and grow, the less space they will occupy in your thoughts. The darker side of this haunting is the narcissist's desire for revenge, a desire that sometimes extends to wanting you completely eradicated from their world, to the point where they might wish you dead. This extreme impulse stems from their inability to accept that you have moved on, that you have found your own strength and happiness without them. It's a manifestation of their fear of abandonment and the void that is created when their control is lost. They project their self-loathing onto you, attempting to inflict the same level of pain they feel inside. When you see them through this lens, it becomes clear that their obsession with you is not about affection or genuine connection. It's about maintaining their dominance and feeding their wounded ego. Imagine a scenario where, even in your most private moments, the narcissist's influence intrudes upon your thoughts. You might find yourself replaying conversations, reanalyzing past events, or even wondering if you overreacted to their actions. This persistent mental echo is the narcissist's way of ensuring that you never fully escape their hold. Their tactics are subtle yet insidious, planting seeds of doubt and insecurity that blossom into a constant state of self-questioning. They want you to remain dependent on their approval, to always seek validation from them, even if it's just in your memories. This lingering fixation is a form of psychological imprisonment, one that keeps you locked in a cycle of pain and regret. But here is the powerful truth. Understanding the nature of narcissism can empower you to break free from this mental ensnarement. When you begin to see through the manipulation, when you recognize that the narcissist's haunting presence in your mind is nothing more than a reflection of their own unmet needs and insecurities, you gain the strength to let go. It is in this moment of clarity that you realize you have the power to reclaim your thoughts, your feelings, and your life. The more you understand about their tactics, the less effective they become. Knowledge is your shield. It protects you from further emotional damage and helps you rebuild your sense of self. As you work through your healing, you may start to notice that the frequency of intrusive thoughts diminishes. The narcissist, who once occupied a central place in your mind, begins to fade into the background. Their ability to provoke a reaction in you weakens over time, replaced by your newfound strength and clarity. This transformation is not immediate, and it requires a great deal of self-compassion and persistence. But every step you take toward reclaiming your mental space is a victory over their manipulative power. Ultimately, the reason the narcissistic person keeps haunting your mind is not because you are weak or because you are unable to move on. It is because they have, through a series of calculated tactics, embedded themselves deeply into your emotional fabric. They thrive on your reactions, and your mind becomes a battleground where their influence is constantly reinforced. But the key insight here is that the only way to truly disempower them is to understand the dynamics at play and to choose healing over reactivity. Once you recognize that their presence in your thoughts is a reflection of their own brokenness, you can begin to replace those intrusive memories with affirmations of your own worth, resilience, and independence. To summarize, the reason narcissists want to hurt you, and in some cases even wish for your complete absence from their lives, is deeply rooted in their own profound insecurities and an overwhelming need for dominance. These individuals are not motivated by genuine emotions or concern for others, but rather by a desperate desire to assert control and superiority over those around them. They thrive on manipulating, controlling, and exploiting your emotions, using your vulnerabilities as tools to reinforce their fragile sense of self-worth. Their actions are calculated and relentless, designed to keep you entangled in a web of confusion, self-doubt, and emotional turmoil. This dynamic often leaves behind a trail of psychological scars that can linger long after the narcissist is no longer physically present in your life, making it feel as though they still occupy a significant space in your mind. The haunting persistence of their influence stems from the fact that narcissists feed off the emotional energy of others. They derive satisfaction from seeing you struggle, as it reinforces their belief in their own importance and power. Their relentless pursuit of validation, whether through overt cruelty or subtle manipulation, creates a lingering impact that can make it difficult to move forward. It's easy to feel trapped in their shadow, as if their presence continues to loom over you, dictating your thoughts and emotions. However, when you begin to understand that their hold on your mind is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a manifestation of their own inner emptiness, you take the first step toward reclaiming your freedom. Recognizing this truth empowers you to see the situation for what it truly is. Their attempts to hurt or dominate you are not about you at all. They are a projection of their deep-seated fears, inadequacies, and need for control. Breaking free from their toxic grip is a process that requires time, patience, and intentional effort. It begins with acknowledging the ways in which their manipulation has affected you and committing to the journey of healing and self-discovery. With every step you take toward rebuilding your sense of self, you reclaim more of the mental and emotional space that they once occupied. This process involves setting boundaries, practicing self-compassion, and surrounding yourself with supportive, authentic relationships that nurture your growth. As you focus on your own well-being and personal development, the narcissist's power over you begins to diminish. What once felt like an overwhelming presence in your life gradually fades into the background, becoming nothing more than a distant, fading memory. Ultimately, the key to overcoming the lingering effects of a narcissist's influence lies in shifting your perspective. When you realize that their behavior was never a reflection of your value, but rather a symptom of their own brokenness, you free yourself from the weight of their judgment and cruelty. Healing is not just about moving past the pain they caused. It's about rediscovering your strength, resilience, and capacity for joy. By taking back control of your thoughts, emotions, and life, you strip away the power they once held over you. Over time, the scars they left behind begin to heal, and their ability to haunt your mind dissipates. In its place, you create a life filled with authenticity, peace, and fulfillment, a testament to your ability to rise above their toxicity and embrace the best version of yourself. If you found this video insightful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might be trapped in the cycle of narcissistic abuse. Your support is invaluable in helping us spread the truth about narcissistic behavior and in empowering more people to break free from these destructive relationships. Please share your own experiences in the comments below. Let's build a community where the truth is heard and healing becomes possible. And if you're interested in further understanding how to protect yourself and continue on your path to recovery, Be sure to check out our next video on emotional recovery from toxic relationships. Stay strong, stay empowered, and always remember that your mind is yours to reclaim. I'll see you in the next video.